Today we're actually going to be talking through our top 10 foods to help you on your fat loss journey. These aren't 10 magical foods, they're just things that we advise if you're not already putting into your daily diet, daily nutrition, then make sure you are, from a mindset point of view, fueling point of view, give you energy and make you ultimately feel good whilst getting the results that you want. Number one is potatoes. Boil them, mash them, put them in a stew.
Potatoes. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew.
Potatoes.
Potato.
We've actually only got sweet potatoes in the fridge.
Hey, situation. Carry on.
Potatoes. Doesn't matter if they're sweet potatoes, white potatoes, they are both exactly the same. Potatoes are one of the most satiating carbohydrates you could ever have. They actually score the highest on the satiation index. So if you're looking for carbs for energy, but you want to keep your calories low, potatoes are the one, because they actually have relatively low calories as well for how much you can have for them. Fat loss food number 2 is yogurt. Good old low fat yogurt. It's going to be high in volume, low in calories, and which means you can have a lot of it. Our typical go-to for breakfast is Greek yogurt. Have whatever you want, but ultimately you can have quite a lot of it for very little calories, and it's also going to give you some added protein. Protein is important to help keep you full too, because it takes longer to digest.
It's very good volume-based food, like throwing berries or something like that in your breakfast as well.
Fat loss food number 3, oats. Another one that's high in fibre, so it's going to help keep you full, it's going to digest slowly in your system, and it's a really good one for breakfast.
Something we have especially before like competitions or races and fueling events, like Sarah will make overnight oats the night before. Something that we know for us, we perform very, very well off. Even like when we've done a half marathon, this has been our go-to pre-workout meal.
And a trick, if you are someone who currently eats oats for breakfast and you're trying to make sure you're still in a calorie deficit, what you can do is reduce your oat content and then bring in some Greek yogurt. So by having less oats, adding in some Greek yogurt, you're still having the same amount of food, but there's a little bit more volume in there, but you're still getting that slow release of energy from the oats.
And food number 4 is bananas. There are other fruits available, but I personally prefer bananas as the best fruit source pre-training. It's something for those like subscribers who watch every single one of our videos, you will know how much I bang on about having bananas as a pre-workout meal. A great source of potassium, which is one of the 4 most important electrolyte minerals, and it's actually going to be a key component in helping you avoid getting things like cramps. So if you're someone who struggles with that a lot, lobbing a banana into your diet the day just before you go and train is going to be absolutely like massive as a payoff in that respect. And it's also just such a good, digestible, simple carbohydrate that's going to give you energy straight away. I know I could have a banana and I could do 1,000 burpees. I'm not going to do that. No one would want to do that. But the point is, if just jumping on the stomach like over and over and over again, whereas I know that is not going to affect my performance. Something like an apple, if I was to do that, I notice that in my stomach. So a little bit personal preference there, but just something to bear in mind.
Fat loss food number 5 is chicken. We don't actually have any chickens to show you. I think you all know what chicken looks like.
I suggested holding Bruno up in the air, but Sarah said no.
It's not a chicken. One of the leanest protein sources you can get. Any white meat, to be honest, is going to be really, really important in your fat loss diet, because it's going to give you more volume, low in fats, it's going to be less calories, and you're going to be able to have more of it. And who doesn't want that when you're trying to diet? You want to eat as big meals as possible. When you're looking at your protein sources, it's really important to look at the source. So, for example, chicken breast, chicken thigh, chicken leg. It's obviously all chicken, but the actual content is going to be slightly different. If you're trying to lose body fat, you want to look for a lower fat meat or source, so you have less calories. So chicken breast is going to be the leanest version. You can also get lower fat mince, things like that, which will allow you to eat more and basically have more bang for your buck.
Fat loss food number 6 is eggs. So it's actually, we could have just used them as the chicken, and we could have said
it was chicken or the egg.
I didn't realise that's where this video was going.
But eggs are a really versatile and also really easy source of protein that you can fit into your diet.
You can boil them, you can fry them. They're a bit like a potato, like
Very versatile.
an egg is the potato of the protein world in terms of versatility.
I suppose
like if you were to only eat one protein source for the rest of your life, I'd probably choose eggs because I could do anything with it. Same with a potato. If I could only have
you
one,
can't scramble chicken, can you?
I wouldn't want to. But a potato, you can do whatever you want with a potato. And potatoes go with eggs.
So if you were stuck on a desert island...
Eggs and potatoes.
Eggs and potatoes.
And chili sauce.
High in protein, healthy fat, you can do a lot with them. They're going to be satiating and they're relatively low in calories too. Fat loss food number 7 is cereals. And what I mean by this is substituting any high sugar, low volume cereals like granola or Frosties for high volume, low sugar substitutes, because you can have way more. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll know that one of my favourite fat loss breakfasts is Greek yogurt, fruit, and then lots and lots of Rice Krispies on top, because you can basically have...
How many is lots?
I have 50 grams.
Sounds
like a lot, because it is a lot. But you get very little calories. And it basically means I can have more than double.
Per 30 gram is only 116 calories. Versus 30 grams of granola.
Which would look like a little handful.
Would be like, done.
So yeah, it means you can have a lot. It's going to make your portion look nice and big. It's going to take you longer to eat, and it's also going to give you some fibre as well. Cereal is also a really good pre-workout if you're wanting something that a quick release of energy. It's not going to sit heavy on your stomach. Bowl of cereal, relatively low calories before your session. It's going to do wonders for you.
Fat loss food number 8 is popcorn. There's 2 main reasons for this. Popcorn being
low calorie popcorn.
Low calorie popcorn. Proper corn. That's the dogs. Basically, with popcorn, very high volume, low calorie food. What Sarah was saying with like the Rice Krispies there as well. But popcorn, as opposed to say like, well, getting cinema popcorn, but as opposed to say like a bag of crisps, where like as a relative wise, if you think of handfuls going into your mouth versus how many handfuls go into your mouth for this to the same amount of calories is like incredible amount of difference. Something that we will have pretty much at the most at the end of most days, and we will even pack this out with a couple of like little exciting things that we're actually going to talk to you of number 10 on the fat loss food, so I won't go too much into that, but a really good high volume, low calorie food that's going to fill you up and actually give you that satiating effect of eating.
Fat loss food number 9, lettuce/salad. You should be adding micronutrients to every single one of your meals. One of our number 1 rules for every client inside the EMA is at least half your bowl plate should be fruit, veg or salad, because if you're not eating high volume, if you're not getting your micronutrients in, you will find it really difficult to lose body fat, because your plates are going to look really sad, really small. So pack them out with things that are literally calorie-less, and you're going to be more visually satisfied.
And finally, fat loss food number 10 is treats.
We are big advocates of the 80-20 split, because we think it's really important that regardless of your fat loss goals, you should be treating yourself. So whether that's you've got a sweet tooth or you like something savoury, make sure you have something that ticks that box every single day so you're not depriving yourself. Whether that's some chocolate, whether that's actually a protein bar that's got chocolate in it, or it's sweet, or you actually like the taste of it. There's obviously added benefits to having products like this, because they are going to give you more protein. It's going to help you hit your target. They're also going to satisfy you a little bit more than say if you were to eat a couple of these.
And something like this is what I said we put in like our popcorn bowls, maybe with some grapes as well. Again, packing out the volume, ticking that box of something sweet at the end of the day, and then you're actually not going to crash and burn at the weekend and go in the cupboards and eat a whole bag of biscuits.
And if you're wondering what these are, My Protein crispy wafers and the My Protein waffles.
Good. I'd say these are the best protein bars
they are
I've ever had in my life. I literally have one of these every single day, and I'm still yet to get like even slightly bored.
So if you want any My Protein products, you want to try them, use code SarahElfit, and the link's in our description.
And that is your 10 foods to help you on your fat loss journey. As I said at the very start of this video, it's not 10 magical foods that are going to lose more body fat than anything else. It's just foods that are going to make you feel good, fill you up, and actually give you the energy that you need to thrive in your fat loss journey. If you're currently trying to lose body fat and you're hating the process and it's not going very well for you, look at actually what your food ingredients are, not just how much food you are eating. Quality is just as important as quantity in any goal, be that losing body fat, you're maintaining, trying to build performance, or you're trying to build muscle.
If you've liked this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Let us know which foods you're going to try in the comments, and we'll see you in the next video.